You know, in the digital shadows, there's a new kind of war being waged. It's not fought with bullets, but with algorithms. Not on physical battlefields, but right in the heart of our networks. This is the new arms race, and it's powered by AI. Let's break down what that really means.
Every second counts. That right there, that's the absolute core of this new conflict. Why? Because AI doesn't work on human time. The line between being secure and total system failure is now measured in moments, and that clock is ticking faster than it ever has before.
So what is this new battleground really? Well, it's defined by one thing above all else: unprecedented speed. Adversaries are weaponizing AI to accelerate every single stage of an attack, and that completely transforms cyber defense into a high-speed, high-stakes confrontation.
Here's the really critical thing to understand: the compression of time. We used to think in terms of hours, maybe even days, to detect and respond to a threat. That whole window, it's basically collapsed. An attacker can get in, find exactly what they want, and lock everything down before most security teams even get their first alert.
So, how are they getting in so fast? You might be picturing some super complex, zero-day exploit that nobody's ever seen before. And yeah, those exist. But the most common entry point is something way more familiar, just perfected by artificial intelligence.
Let's just look at the data. Despite all the sophisticated methods out there, phishing still reigns supreme at a huge 45%. But why? It's because generative AI can now craft flawless, personalized emails that are incredibly difficult for a human to spot. They can trick even the most well-trained employees into just opening the door for them.
And the impact of this is just staggering. 87% of organizations say these new AI-generated social engineering tactics are way more convincing than those old, typo-filled phishing emails we used to laugh at. This isn't just a small improvement, it's the total revolution in the art of deception.
And this points to where we're heading next. I mean, if you think a convincing email is bad, just imagine getting a deep-fake video call from your CEO urgently, and I mean urgently, requesting a wire transfer. That's the next wave, and believe me, it's coming fast.
Now, with a threat this sophisticated, you'd think organizations would be on the absolute highest alert. And they are, kinda. But here's the thing. There's this dangerous gap between how prepared companies think they are and what actually happens when an attack lands. It's what we call the confidence illusion. The scale of this problem is just massive. 78% of organizations surveyed had a ransomware attack hit them just within the last year. That's more than 3 out of every 4. This threat isn't some theoretical thing. It's happening right now, all the time. And this is that confidence illusion in stark numbers. On the left, you have the expectation. Half of the victims believe they were very well prepared. But then you look to the right, at reality. Fewer than a quarter of them could actually get back on their feet within a day. See, feeling prepared and being prepared are two very, very different things. So what happens when that illusion shatters, when the defenses fail and the attackers break through? Well, the consequences are devastating, and they go way beyond just a simple IT headache. The average cost just for downtime during a ransomware incident is $1.7 million. Let that sink in. And that's before you even start to consider the ransom itself, the damage to your reputation, or any regulatory fines. It is a crippling blow.
All right, so you might be thinking, why not just pay the ransom to make it all go away? Well, the data shows this is a truly terrible idea. Get this, 83% of those who pay just get put on a list of easy targets and are attacked again. 93% have their data stolen and leaked anyway. And for almost 40%, paying doesn't even guarantee they get their own data back. The crucial point here is paying solves nothing.
Now, this all sounds pretty bleak, I know. But the story doesn't end here, because this arms race has two sides. Defenders are finally realizing you can't bring legacy tools to an AI fight. The only way to counter these new threats is to adopt the very same technology. It's time to fight fire with fire.
And there's a clear consensus among the experts on the front lines. A full 85% of security teams admit that their old way of doing things, relying on known signatures and manual analysis, it just cannot keep up anymore. The speed of AI-driven attacks has made those methods obsolete.
And this shows the big strategic shift that's happening right now. Organizations are investing heavily in AI-powered tools. More than half are adopting AI for threat detection, 51% are using it for automated response, and nearly half are deploying AI just to spot those perfect phish emails. They're finally fighting speed with speed.
This all creates a new, really dynamic defense cycle.
So, step 1, use AI for intelligent detection that can spot brand new attacks. Step 2, trigger an automated response that contains the threat in seconds, not hours. And step 3, use the data from every single event to constantly learn and adapt. It's no longer a static wall, it's a living, breathing immune system.
Which leaves us with a final and pretty critical question. As this arms race keeps escalating, we're building autonomous systems to fight other autonomous systems at machine speed. So in a battle fought in microseconds between algorithms, what is our role? Where does humanity fit in?